If you know you should do social media to help your business and your family, but you're afraid of what people will think or you don't know what to post, I'm going to share stuff that's going to help you with all of that today. So one of my really good friends shared that recently his family and him went on a vacation and he was getting so emotional he was about to cry when he shared this. So when they went to San Diego, they went out to eat at a nice restaurant. And he said for the first time ever, he was able to tell his wife, "Hey baby, order whatever you like, I got you." And then he took his two kids to Legoland and they wanted to buy these toys there that were $30. And he said he's always the person who was like, "Oh, I don't think we should do that." But this time he said, "Go ahead, get it." And the kids did whatever they wanted. And he said, that felt so good. The reason I share that story is we're always saying no to something. Either we say no to our family and the lifestyle we want to give them, or we say no to the fear that's stopping us from doing what we need to do to make the money and to grow our business. And I struggle with fear of what people think and negative comments or lack of engagement like anybody else. But one thing that's helped me is one of my coaches has told me that there are no successful people trolling other people in comments on Instagram. Why? Because successful people are too busy working on their own goals and they've gone through the hard work and they respect people who are trying to do the same thing. They're not going to discourage and put other people down. The people who are doing that are usually people who are adults still living in their mom's basements and they're just jealous because you're doing the thing that they know that they should be doing. Another question I get asked a lot is, should I do a personal page or a business page? 1000% a personal page because you are the brand. Like Elon Musk is the brand, not Tesla, and Elon has way more followers than Tesla. And Mark Zuckerberg is the brand, not Meta, and even he knows how important it is, so he's been making more public appearances because of that. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, and there's no better way to build that than connecting with people on different areas of your life. Because if you only post about business, let's say that's investing or real estate, number one, it gets kind of boring. Number two, if they're not ready to invest or buy real estate at that moment, your content is not relatable to them, so they're not going to follow you. But if you post on different areas of your life, like for me, I post on my faith, fitness, mindset, parenting, then people can connect with me and get value from these different areas. So when they're ready to invest or buy a house or buy whatever product or service that you offer, the trust is already built and they're going to give you the business. And in today's post-trust world, we don't trust anything. We don't trust the media. We don't trust the internet. We don't trust corporations. We don't trust politicians. So content is a great way for people to get to know you. And by sharing more personal things about yourself, your interests, your weaknesses, it gives you that depth of character. And that's what's really going to make you stand out from all your competition out there. And nowadays, people also want to support businesses where their values are aligned with theirs. And of course, you can do this on a business page and talk about what values you believe in, but you can do it at a much deeper level on a personal page because you can share your experience that you've gone through that maybe has given you a heart to care about this thing. You could share what you're passionate about or why you're passionate about this cause or what you're doing. And that's going to help you get more loyalty and buy-in from your clients. And not only are they going to become clients, they can really become your friends by having a personal page versus a business page. And another thing I hear is, I don't know what to post. And my approach is always lead with value. Anything can be value, just like we talked about. It's not just business value. Of course, that's a pillar of your content. Give education, give business value. For example, for me, I'm in real estate investing. So, how to invest smarter, how to do deals differently. But I also talk about, hey, I found these 4 t-shirts for $17 at Target that fit really well and look good and I'm happy with. So whatever has helped you, whether it's something you've learned, something you've overcome, a little product or service that you use daily, and you're like, man, I'm so glad I have this, you can share it because it can help someone else. My mindset is that if it can help at least one person, I want to post it. And if it doesn't get a lot of views, I'm going to be okay with that. Another way to think about it is you want to put content that transforms people's lives. And the way you do that is you transform their mindset and give them a simple behavior or exercise to do. And that's where you get results, when you change their mindset and their behavior. And that's how you get a transformed life. And when you get a transformed life, that's the best testimonial. And that's the best way people will share your content with other people. For example, did you know that your brain needs a lot of water? And even if you're 2% dehydrated, that can lead to a 30% drop in brain function. So drink more water. That's the exercise. That the first part was a mindset, then exercise. And if you drink more water and you feel better, then you're going to tell other people about it. And what's been encouraging is I have a mortgage business and one of my coworkers who's a loan officer said, hey, because of your orphanage videos, my wife and I signed up to help out at an animal shelter because we care about animals. I said, Awesome, praise God. And a pastor at my church said, hey, I can't keep up with all the stuff you're teaching, but at least I'm drinking more water in the morning. I was like, awesome. And my EA Kim said, hey, I'm getting more sunlight now because of your post. So that's what it's all about, just creating content where you're really transforming people's life by adding value and helping them do things that they weren't doing before. And my main encouragement for anyone who's newer at content, and by newer, I mean you're posting less than 6 months and you're doing less than 3 reels a week, is just to put in the reps. That's what Pace Morby told us in Owners Club in our last call. He's like, if you're new, don't worry about views, engagement, fonts, lighting, all of that. Just do as many posts as you can, try to do one a day if you can, and just to put in the reps, just so you learn how to do a reel, how to do a story, and just to get in the practice. And by the way, I have tutorials on my YouTube channel where you can learn how to do all of that. And it's interesting that on Dan Martell's weekly coaching call, he said the same thing. It's all about increasing the number of reps to help you get better than trying to focus on one piece of content. Because if you're very new in your journey, you can like spend 12 hours trying to make this content as good as possible, but it's only going to be so good because you have only so much experience. But your improvement as a content creator really is going to come over time with the compounding effect of just putting in as many reps as you can and doing the activity. So I started with 3 reels a week, and then I went to 1 reel a day. And then now in the last couple weeks, at least, I'm doing 3 reels a day. And I just started doing that. I saw that I got more views, got more followers. I'm like, hey, it's working. And I'm gonna try to do that at least for a month, and we'll see how long that goes. But what I've learned even in the last 2 weeks is by putting in more reps, I'm learning so much more using ChatGPT on how to create better hooks, how to do things differently, how to come up with more ideas. Because if you set a goal for yourself, you wanna do X number of reels on this time period, you're gonna run out of ideas, but it's gonna force your brain to be creative. And your brain is such a powerful tool that if you give it a goal, it's gonna come up with ways, and you're gonna be surprised how creative you really can be. So hope that's helpful. And my encouragement to you is set a goal, and I would say minimum do 3 reels a week and 5 stories, because I think most people can do that. And that's enough reps where you'll be improving at a good level. And get accountability, because life's gonna happen. It's easy for us not to do it, but make it hurt. Do accountability with your spouse or with somebody, like, hey, if I don't do this number of content, I'll pay you $100. And if you want me to hold you accountable, or at least just share with me what you're gonna try to do, just DM me what your goal is. My Instagram handle is @JoshuaSun26. And if you want me to give you feedback on your content, I would love to do that. On my coaching programs, our coaches do that for all of us, and I find it really helpful. Tag me and I'll tell you, hey, these things are really good, and these things are what you can do to make it even better, to get even more reach. So say yes to your family and do what you need to do to grow your business and give them the life that they want, and focus on others, on transforming their lives by adding value and changing their lives and making it better. And just commit to putting in the reps, because you will get better, and it's going to get more and more fun the more you do it.